everyone, this is Magnus.
And Razurial.
And we are streaming yet again another match between, this time, Master of the House versus Latvian Standard. For those of you who were watching the last match, I went to the guys in charge, and they came back with a rematch ruling. And Meowkai refused to cooperate, so Master of the House went ahead in the tournament. We are now in the third match of the Karthus bracket in the Rise Up tournament. Today, Master of the House will be facing Latvian Standard.
And they just got the game together here, so we should be hopping into it momentarily.
Yep, here we are.
Okay, it looks like Latvian Standard are the first ones to get a ban, which means they will also be the first ones to pick. So it'll be interesting to see how Masters of the House choose on what they're going to ban based off of that first pick decision from Latvian Standard.
And it looks like they are going to ban Rumble, which is a pretty strong character for Tone.
Yeah, I'd have to say that's probably a more directed ban. I didn't know if they were actually going to research Master of the House, but he does play a lot of Rumble lately.
So yeah, that is a good pick by Latvian Standard, and they're going to choose Morgana. A very strong character. I don't know if they have any characters that play it.
Right. I was gonna say even if they don't, it's still a good character to ban because their ultimate is extremely strong.
Vayne has been banned next by Latvian Standard. Again, another powerful AD carry.
Yes, I believe Darkname is their AD carry, if I'm correct. I know one of them does play Vayne pretty often.
Yeah.
Not to mention she is pretty strong.
Looks like they're gonna go ahead and ban Lee Sin.
Again, another strong jungle, but I do know for a fact that Get Handled was talking about the fact that all of their teammates on Latvian Standard have played Lee Sin and know him pretty well, so that was directed at the team.
And it looks like they're going to choose Rammus for their final ban. A pretty standard pick. Rammus is a really strong tank. They want to shut him down so that they can't use him, although I haven't seen any of them play Rammus once.
Yeah.
And Cassiopeia, very strong caster.
Now, I believe that was Get Handled is talking about playing some Cho'Gath this match. So he wanted to ban Cass because that's probably the best counter in the mid lane against him. She can shut a lot of people down. So.
All right, it looks like they're going to choose Soraka for their pick, and Master of the House is going to choose Sona and Misfortune.
Yeah, I'd have to say with the possible choices right now, that's probably a pretty good pick. They most likely would have gone with Vayne, but since Vayne was banned.
Looks like they're going to catch Mumu and Garen. Not Garen.
Graves.
Graves, that's it.
So, I think Misfortune is a little stronger in the early game. Like, I haven't played Misfortune in a long time. I know Graves is pretty strong.
Wasn't she recently buffed, too?
I'm not sure. I don't believe so.
I thought I heard some changes were made to her. I could be wrong. I could be totally mistaken in that. I haven't played her in forever, so...
Yeah, but Graves is a pretty strong champion, and with Soraka, that should be a pretty good lane. And then it looks like their Amumu is going to be their jungle, which isn't that much of a surprise. He can top lane, but he's a much better jungle. Yeah,
he's definitely a very fast jungler. We'll probably won't see him counter jungle too much, but that he could surprise us.
Yeah, he's mostly going to go for the ganks. I don't see much counter jungling.
And as you said, Cho'Gath.
Yeah, Cho'Gath. He loves that mid Cho'Gath. It's something he's definitely working on. So maybe this match will go a bit more smoothly than the last one. We'll actually be able to see his mid Cho'Gath.
Right? Hopefully. But the team... looks like we are going to see some counter jungling from Master of the House, though, as they've chosen Shaco. And
Shaco himself, just the champion himself, is really strong, but Warm Turtle is a very good Shaco.
Yeah.
So that's going to be, like, I don't know, Amumu's really strong, but Shaco's really great at counter jungling and lane ganking, so we'll see how all that works.
Looks like they chose Renekton, which is a pretty tough fighter.
Yeah, he's going to be their top lane, but... we'll have to see what Tone chooses. Yeah. But if Tone chooses Riven, Renekton won't be able to do it.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to have Ahri for their mid too.
Yeah. So it's going to be an Ahri versus Cho'Gath, which he's done plenty of times. Oh yeah. So he definitely knows how to fight.
And look at that, Tone chose Riven.
Tone is probably one of the best Rivens I've ever seen. So this is going to be an interesting. Renekton can do good, but Riven's just stronger early game. You know, and Renekton's strong mid game. And his late game, that's when he kind of falls off. But Riven's doesn't fall off. She's just so strong. And since they modified how her damage worked out in the last patch, it'll be interesting to see how that works. I know it'll always come down to how well the jungles work, but Shaco has so much more time to gank. I think this is a really strong team comp for Master of the House, so we'll have to see how it works.
Absolutely.
The only negative I'd see, though, is that the team fights.
Yeah.
I'd say Master of the House is more about single control and ganking and getting people alone, while the Latvian Standard has a better AoE team.
Yeah, Mumu's ult's going to shut people down.
Right.
Ari has that taunt.
And all of her abilities, just they can hit multiple people.
Yep.
And Renekton's ultimate gives him damage
charge in there.
Right, so he can hit multiple people. Graves hits multiple people with his Q, his ultimate, and his smoke bomb, but that doesn't do a whole ton.
And they're going to have a Soraka who does that for her ultimate. Yeah.
Right. So by the looks of it, we're going to have. I think the best initiation is probably going to be get handled with a throw up or a clutch ultimate from Sona.
Yeah.
Tone could, because she does have a stun, and it is an AoE stun with her. I think it's like a key strike or something like that. But for the most part, I think he's going to want to be the follow-up because his stun isn't super long. So it'll be good to get the initiation off, get a bunch of the ultimates that go off, and then have Tone bust in, do her little flip attack, and then stun them all, and have Shaco like clean up. That'd be their best stuff.
So what it seems like is if Master of the House can win the early game and take a huge lead, they could really win this. However, if Latvian Standard really gets into the late game, they could come back really hard.
Well, I'd say not like the super late game, because also Miss Fortune's super late game, she's really strong. Her auto attacks get insane. And not to mention, like, if they can get enough control between Cho'Gath and Sona, her ultimate's going to be pretty good too.
Yeah.
That'll definitely peg them all down, and then, again, Shaco cleans up.
Yeah.
So
I think we have some really strong teams.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it works out.
Match. We have 1 minute and 40 seconds until we get to see the loading screen. This way, we can't cheat. We can't talk to Master of the House and be like, hey, the other team's doing that. For those of you who watched our stream before, you know that already. But as we introduce new people to our spectating and our shoutcasting, this will show, especially Latvian Standard, that we're not bullshitting them. It is actually a 3-minute wait period.
Something else that we can look at, though, is choices of summoner spells. Like on supports there, you see that they both have clairvoyance, which isn't that much of a surprise.
Yeah.
But then you have a heal versus a clarity.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think Sona needs the clarity. Like, it's good late or early game.
Yeah.
But their team isn't a team of super mana starved people.
Yeah. That's an interesting choice.
So we'll have to see how that works. It'll be good in the early game, but it kind of, like in the late game, it just wanes off. Heal itself kind of does the same thing, though. But there are some times where someone's like really low and you just happen to heal just enough damage to where they don't die and they can hold off.
I also noticed that neither top has taken teleport. So they...
Yeah, so that means that they're going to have to really... it's going to be a 4v4 dragon most of the time.
Yep.
And not to mention, if you look at Renekton, he went with Exhaust, which means in a 1v1 with Renekton versus Riven, Renekton has the stronger summoner spells because he can exhaust her and he can ignite her.
Yeah.
But Riven has Flash, so that means the chance of Riven getting away from a gank is a lot more likely than Renekton.
Yep.
So that's an interesting trade-off.
And I don't believe Renekton has any real escape mechanics other than his ultimate and just beefing himself up and taking
Well, he has his ultimate and then he has that dash, but it's a short dash.
Yeah.
He can only use it twice if he hits like an enemy minion or anything like that. So like he can dash like through walls and stuff, but when he's laning, it's not really a super escape mechanic. Especially since Riven herself can close that gap with 2 out of 4 of her abilities.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see that.
No, if Shaco can really shut down a Mumu, that's going to be a key thing too. If he can ruin that jungle game.
Yeah, then there's that too where Shaco took Exhaust, which isn't surprising since you have Q, you don't really need Flash.
Yeah.
But, it can add some, like if you just happen to Q in a bad time and you really need Flash, it'll help. But it's not so standard on a Shaco.
Yeah.
And then we have the Flash Smite from Amumu, which isn't that much surprising. So it'll be interesting because that makes Shaco a much dangerous ganker with having the slow from that exhaust.
Absolutely.
But it makes Amumu more dangerous in the team fights when he can flash and ulti in.
Yep. All right, as we begin, It looks like Team Latvian Standard will be on the bottom in blue, as it was already pointed out. And on top will be Master of the House in purple. Pre-standard opening. Oh, it looks like they might actually go for...
It looks like they're all just moving to prep for the blue buff. I don't... like, they could take this route for invade, but sometimes people go down the middle to go for an invade. So they may stop in the river. We'll have to see.
Yeah. It looks like no one has mouse problems this time, which is good.
Yeah, we got a good look, have fun, so everything's good so far. Okay, so they're going to hit down and try bush. They may be invading red or going for golems. Looks like Graves and... Oh, wait, there's a ward right there. So Graves and Soraka checked it out, and they did ward the red. So if they just get golems, they'll be fine.
Yeah, they already pinged the golems too, so it looks like that's what they're going to do. It looks like they're going to do a standard defense, make sure their blue isn't invaded.
Right. Oh. Okay, they're moving up, so they're going to see this.
Yep.
I don't know if they see it there, and I don't know if we can actually see just their vision.
Let me see. No, you can't. Yeah, so they know they're here. They're coming down.
Minions have spawned.
This will be an interesting match. Here they come.
We'll have to see who's level 1 is stronger. So it looks like, okay, they're going to pull Ryze, but now Get Handled gets hit by...
yeah, but he did get that silence off on a Moo.
Yeah. Okay, so they backed them up, and now they're moving towards their red. We got one coming from the back, and they still have that ward. Okay, they're going to pull red back into the bush, which is separating them, so this might actually be kind of good. No, okay, they're going to back off, and that means that they are going to just start on red, and the other team's going to back off and go for their blue. No deaths on that.
Yep.
So that's a really good one by Latvian Standard. That ward definitely helped save their red. So.
Oh, absolutely.
And it did put Warm Toward a little behind. Normally, Shake already has like a bunch of boxes out, so now he's not going to have as many boxes. But they did give him a pretty good leash there. Sorry.
Yep.
Okay, so we're setting back up into more standardized things. We got Graves and Soraka on bottom with Misfortune.
Yep. As we saw, it looks like it's going to be Renekton on top, and then the two jungles. And it looks like Worm Troll's already off to set up a gank for Amumu, who has to be expecting this by now. I mean,
well, that ward is still there. Yeah. But I don't know if he was... I think it may have been a little too far down. I don't see the ward's there, but he is invisible. No, he became visible to it. So he knows that he's in his jungle, but he is setting up some boxes.
Yep.
So he'll be able to... He stole his Major Wraith, and he's going to steal at least one of his golems.
Yep. That looks good. Moon was coming down.
Graves just... Graves. Oh. Okay, they came down, but he queued over the wall, so he's safe. And he's going to back up. I think middle's a little too far pushed, so yeah, he's just going to... Okay, wait, they're about to meet in the jungle.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
He's coming in. Is he going to get the gank? He started.
Okay,
wow, huge chunk of damage, lots of exhaust.
Yeah, I think Amumu's going to win it. Oh, no! Wow, he just barely wins it.
Oh, man.
Okay, he's really low, so he's going to go in this
spot.
Right, he's going to go in this bush because it'll be the last one checked if anyone happens to come down like they're mid.
They're not even coming down.
Right, since they're both fighting pretty well. See, this lane is pushed, so they could have come to go look for him, but by this point they already know that it's a waste.
Yep. Looks like Riven and Renekton are pretty even, as well as Cho'Gath and Ari, although looks like Cho'Gath is starting to push a little bit more.
Something that is interesting, though, is that Renekton is only at 6 CS, while Riven is at 11, so it looks like he's doing pretty well denying, and they're fighting at the moment, though. Okay, so he's been pushed back.
Yep.
So he's going to have to do a lot of last hitting off this turret. He missed the first 2. He missed 3. But he's still above. He's still at least double what Renekton is. So.
Yep. Looks like Shaco is going to go for his red now.
Okay, and in bottom lane, when we're talking about both of the 80 carries, we have a 21 to a 15. So there is a slight advantage for Misfortune, but it's not too large.
It's not substantial. Soraka and Son are doing a good job. They only have 1 CS.
They both have the river bush warded, and they have Master of the House has that bush closer to them warded.
Yeah, because they were being pushed earlier, and since they were being pushed, it's a good idea to place it in the ward closest to them so they can't get that jump in.
And in mid, it looks like Cho'Gath is a little bit ahead.
Yeah, yes it does.
Which is kind of surprising. Normally, I think Ahri would have probably... Well, I don't know, Cho'Gath has a lot better sustain than Ahri does, and when she runs out of mana, she has a problem where all he has to do is keep killing minions, and he keeps healing himself.
Looks like we're going into the game.
And Renekton is...
He's done.
See, that's why I say that Flash would have definitely helped. I don't think the exhaust is as important.
Looks like they're going to push the tower now.
Right, because see, all this farm, they want to make sure that the tower kills it, so that way Renekton's going to lose on all this experience and all this money.
Absolutely.
And they can do some damage. They may not finish it off since they're so low level. They may not want to mess up the...
They're going to take it down. It looks like they're going to take it down. By the time they get up here, they're all the way down here. This is almost gone. If they push this tower enough, it's going down.
Yeah, they could.
Oh, yep, it's done. Amumu's backing off, going back into the jungle, and they took down the tower, which is another 150 gold for them. If you look at the gold in general, they're up by a little under 3k.
Yeah. Now, the issue with this, though, is that if Renekton plays it slow enough, he has a much longer lane to potentially put Tone in a bad position and get ganked.
Oh, looks like Shaco's going to get ganked here. He's not going to live up.
Yeah, he got a 3 gank. Oh. He might... No. Okay, so Riven's going to come down now.
No, they got the... Ignite off of him. Well, it looks like we have... Oh, Team Talk goes 2-1 still. Master House did get first blood, so that's a gold bonus for them. Let's look at CS while we're waiting for some more action to pick up. Looks like Shaco is still ahead of Amumu. Because he has, because he has the 2 kills. Misfortune and Graves are tied now. Renekton and Riven are pretty much tied as well.
But Riven has
that assist.
Well, no, because Renekton has an assist also. Yeah. So.
Oh, looks like he's going in. Ahri's coming down. Is he going to get the kill off?
I think he could stay for the kill, but yeah. See, that's the problem. Is Amumu went a little too far, I think. Oh no, okay, he flagged back up.
Cho'Gath's coming.
Handled this back here.
It was Ahri going to go down.
They got the kill. They're going to get the kill on Ahri probably too. Soraka comes up. He's coming back through. He could. I think his Q's almost up. Okay, they got a box. They feared.
Yeah. Oh.
Ahri's down on Ahri.
Great
he used
kill.
His ult too, so he got
And in comes Misfortune and Sona.
Yeah, it looks like they hung out too long trying to kill that shot.
Yep, that's going to push them back. They might... Graves might get away,
they're going to get Soraka.
And are they going to get Graves?
No. I think so. Yeah. Could be good. So, wow, that was a really good trade-off.
That was excellent. Yep, 5-1 now.
That was some really good support on the counter jungle for Shaco there.
Yeah, yep, definitely.
Turned a bad situation into,
And now they're going to get Dragon, which is going to give them even more gold.
So first Dragon's going to start at 8 minutes and 37 seconds.
Yep. And that'll be up in another, I believe it's 8 minutes?
No, 6 minutes on
6
Dragon.
minutes, you're right. 8 minutes is
5 minutes on Blue and Red, 6 minutes on Dragon, and 7 minutes on
7 minutes on Dragon. And looks like they got Dragon uncontested.
Okay, so that will be up in... 14?
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, because it's 9, so yeah, 15.
Looks like bottom's really pushed. Top is pushed for Latvian Standard. They're going to have to start playing really defensive now. Like we said, this team is really good for getting that early game advantage, and they have it right now. Absolutely.
Yeah, so he missed a little bit here, but with all those kills that he got in the jungle, and not to mention Dragon, that's a perfectly fine trade-off. They're still way ahead in gold.
Yep, absolutely.
So that's why it's a little harder now, because like we can still talk about CS, but it's kind of skewed because of all those kills.
Yeah. And I mean, as long as the CS stays tied, it's going to be in the advantage of whoever's in Master of the House. If, for instance, Renekton starts really gaining up on CS, or Graves really starts overcoming the CS, he'll come back from that, and it'll actually affect him, and he'll catch up. but it'll only be catching up. He won't get ahead until he gets some more kills and assists.
Yeah, Shaco just beat, and Amumu almost caught him, but he beat right at the moment that Amumu came over.
Yeah. Amumu's doing really good at counter jungling right now. He's really shaking up
You mean Shaco?
Oh, Shaco, yeah. Really shaking up Amumu's game.
Yeah.
I believe. What level is he right now? He's a level 6, so Amumu is a level behind Shaco. What do we have for items so far? Looks like we got a pickaxe for... Oh. We got the Hexatech revolver for Shogath. The pickaxe for Misfortune.
Okay, so it looks like we got a possible... No? Okay. Amumu was going down the bottom, but now he's moving more. I think he's moving up to his wraiths. So there's not going to be any gang. It's all warded anyway, so...
Yeah.
They would have been
There's
safe.
a lot of good warding going on from both teams. I would say Latvian Standard has the better ward just for that simple beginning ward that really set them ahead. It's obviously not helping them now, but they are warding really well. And it looks like Master of the House is doing the same. But we'll have to see how ward placement comes in later in the game. Because if Latvian Standard puts in a clutch ward...
Now, one thing though is that Amumu's jungle requires blue pretty heavily because his W skill requires a lot of mana.
Yeah.
And he gave his blue to
Shaco, I believe.
No, he gave his blue to Ari.
Oh, he gave it away. Yeah,
right, so it's helping her maintain her mana in mid, even though Cho'Gath is pretty strong at pushing. He also has blue.
Yeah.
Which they may be setting up for gank.
Well, looks like Renekton's coming in here. Shogath doesn't know he's here yet.
No, okay, he backed up.
Yeah. Looks like...
But Shaco doesn't need blue as much. So I think that's one of the things is that Amumu was actually kind of like... He's slowing his potential.
Here comes the gank.
You know, and she flashed. I don't think she used her ultimate either, so she'll be safe.
Renekton's coming up to help. Doesn't really help too much.
Yeah, I would say. See now the problem. Right, the problem is Shaco's positioning. They almost over-engaged. If they had continued to chase him, that would have been a guaranteed kill for Master of the House.
Yeah, they pulled away just in time though, which is good. See, in middle looks pretty even right now. Sona and Misfortune are ahead. Let's see. Looks like they might be trying to set up a gank. However, Master of the House knows they're there. They have a ward in there. Looks like he's gonna bait him.
Okay, middle's coming down. Get handled. It's just great. Okay, he ulted to steal the red. He's actually positioned down there. That's his clone.
Yeah.
Okay, now bottom lane has come down to help, and the other bottom lane's coming up from behind.
Yeah.
Okay, so
an interesting team fight. All their team is here. And
right, and now there's only two, so they're gonna kill Misfortune unless she flashes over the wall. Which she did, and let's see if one of them follows. Oh, he almost got the kill out. So close.
Very close.
But it looks like they all backed up. Master of the House did save themselves from dying.
Yeah.
That would have been a really good gank, but it seems like how they split up, it just didn't work.
It didn't. The rest of the Master of the House didn't come in at time, and I believe Shaco was too long at red. He could have come up and gotten the kill.
So a little indecisiveness, but they didn't lose any kills.
They didn't give up a kill, yeah. So they're still 5-1.
And Latvian Standard did save their red.
Yep.
Which they haven't actually picked up yet, but Amumu's doing Wraith, so they're probably going to pick up red
pretty soon, yep. Shaco's coming back down.
For more counter jungling. He does have that ward there, so he sees that Amumu's there. Did Amumu see him?
Yes, they just put a
yeah, they saw that, but it looked he went to that bush and it looked like he saw him coming down.
Maybe, yeah. They're coming up, and he can see them come up, so...
Okay, so he knows they're there. They're trying to make sure that they definitely secure their blue from Shaco stealing it.
Yeah.
And they're going to give it to Graves, most likely.
Yeah. Shaco's backing off, going to get some more CS.
Yeah. Oh, and it looks like Dragon's about to come up. That's in 30 seconds. So it looks like Master of the House are positioning for that. We'll see if Latvian Standard does the same.
Riven is stealing their blue, though. He got it.
Yeah,
that's really going to shut down Amumu.
Right, it's going to shut down Amumu, and it's going to shut down the middle lane a bit, because she's already out of mana. Amumu's out of mana. So
their tower's almost down, and let's look at their tower health.
They're going to get a free dragon, because they have two people that need to go back and have no mana.
Absolutely. That was a great play by Master of the House.
And it looks like, okay, they're pushing bottom lane to maintain so they don't come up the river.
Yep.
Momo's still in the jungle. I don't even know. They don't even have a warded dragon, so yeah, that was completely free.
Yep, absolutely. Renekton's coming up. If they catch him, they might get a gank. So it looks like they're going to.
There's 6,500 gold ahead.
Wow.
That's a lot. Okay, so it looks like...
Silence, yep.
Yeah, he just
Renekton's
got
gone.
He's dead. Oh, he ulted.
Nice ult. Yeah, he's got the save. Excellent maneuverability by, very clutch ulti by Renekton.
Okay, they're pushing lane. They're probably going to take the tower with only one person there. They can easily take it and still harass Ari if they want to. No, okay. She killed enough of the minions and held them off, so she'll save her tower for now, but...
Riven's really pushing down in there.
Yeah, like I said, Tonish is such a good Riven, and Renekton he doesn't scale as well as Riven does.
Yeah.
So, and he's been ganked twice, and I don't think Riven's died yet, so, no.
And it looks like wards are really coming in through for Master of the House. They have wards all on the river and in Latvian standards.
Yeah, Shaco's capability of counter jungling is shutting down Amumu in his jungle to where he can't even get wards in the enemy jungle. So.
Yep. And Ari couldn't get that blue, so she's behind. Okay,
now, but looking at CS, we can. Ari's at 66, Cho'Gath is at 108, so she's behind in that. And we got 61 for Renekton, and we got 94 for Riven, so Riven's winning that one too.
Yeah.
Graves is at 100, and Misfortune is at 108, so still a loss there. And jungles are about even, but Amumu's died twice, and Shaco's only died once. Has 2 kills and 3 assists. So he's definitely ahead. And it looks like Team Master of the House is ahead by 7,000 gold right now. That's a huge lead, especially this early in the match. Okay, now, Dragon came up at 15, so that means at 21 we're going to have the next Dragon. You got it. And they stole blue. And 22, actually. I thought it was 6 minutes, you're right. Yeah, 21. So they stole blue, so they have to wait for that, which was 5 minutes, which happened about a minute ago. So and Shaco has their red. Yep. Graves has the other red. No, well, it's gone. Okay, Mumu did take it, which is surprising because Mumu already has a grab, and Graves doesn't have any slow. So looks like we have a 3v3 going on here. Okay, so Mumu starts in, hits his W. Okay, he ulties. He gets a pretty good ult. He gets all of them. Oh, but he's there's too much damage dropping. Yeah, Worm Turtle's just doing so much damage. He almost killed Graves, but Amumu's almost got Worm Turtle. He just barely gets away, and that ulti from Misfortune almost kills him. Oh, but he walks right into Renekton. Clutch positioning. Couldn't get away from that. Excellent job by Renekton. So looks like Cho'Gath's coming down. Yeah. They're going to back off. Cho'Gath's coming in here. Okay, so it looks like they're all safe now, but they're still pretty low health. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. Yep. That was a nice win for Latvian standard. Yeah, okay, Ari went down to meet Cho'Gath and Ruba to back him off from that. And then the bottom lane is evening out, and Amumu is probably clearing golems and then going to B soon. You got it. Looks like Riven's trying to set up a gank on Ari. No, going top to farm. Oh, he's moving back up top. Looks like they're going to let Latvian standard push a little bit. There's hardly any damage done to that tower and this tower, so they're pretty even in towers on bottom, but one good push and this tower's going to go down in mid. Bottom's been doing exactly what they're supposed to do. They've been farming and helping their jungle when it gets countered. So. Yep, absolutely. Looks like Cho'Gath is going back and Shaco is coming down. He's probably going to counter jungle or position for a gank. No, it looks like he's going to go for Ryze. Yeah, okay. Ari's on. Okay, she's going to hit that. He's still going to get it, and then he can get away. Yep, he's gone. Yeah, he went towards mid. Which is keeping Ari away from more CS. Right up here, which she could be getting. Right, and they're slowing Amumu down. Absolutely. Which is good, because in the team fight phase, like you said, Amumu's going to be their strongest initiator. So you want to starve him as much as possible on assists. And so far, they're doing a great job. He had to buy Heart of Gold, too, and Philosopher's Stone, just to try and make up some of that money. Well, I believe he normally does anyways because of what they build into. Like, well, the Philosopher's Stone, not really, because that builds into Shurelius. He may not need that. Okay, it looks like they're gonna try to steal the blue. Get Handled's coming up. They're gonna give it to Get Handled, but Amumu could come up and say, oh no, okay, he took it with his money. And they initiate. Tone goes in. One card is pretty low.
Ari's down. Ari's down.
Oh, let's see, Riven's just doing so much
damage.
Oh
my god, is Amumu
Amumu's down,
and Renekton is going to go
he just
make it to the tower. Excellent.
I think Get Handled could have tanked that and had Riven go in.
Yeah.
But they're still playing it safe and they're already ahead, so.
Yeah, they got 2 kills to their 1, so they might as well quit while they're ahead. Cho'Gath should push this tower now that it's not being guarded. Hopefully he'll take these 3 minions out and then take out the tower.
Yeah, I believe Ari's back too, so she's gonna lose on all that. He should probably wait a little bit and then let the tower kill all the CS and then do it, but it's still okay because she's still coming up, so she's gonna miss out on some of that.
Yep, they're getting ready for Dragon, which will be popping in 10 seconds.
Yeah, their Dragon timings have been pretty perfect.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It looks like the Latvian standard, I don't even know if they're aware of what the Dragon timings are because that second Dragon, they didn't even pay attention to.
They've already pinged for it. They're waiting. And here it is, 21 minutes.
Yeah, Worm Turtle has threatened them so much that they're afraid to put wards in positions that get them a little out of where they need to be. Yeah,
and if you can look on the map, their wards are all in their own jungle. They have 1 ward in the river, and that's it. And that's right by Baron. They have no other wards in the river.
I'd have to say that Master of the House is so ahead, they may Baron soon.
Yeah. It's very possible. Looks like they're going to go back.
Worm Turtle almost dies.
He's dead.
Ari picks up the kill. And it's a 3v1, so Get Handled. It's just going to back up.
Someone is coming in. Looks like they're going to push. Looks like Renekton took an Oracle to try and counter jungle. Take out these...
Right, I think it's a mix of counter jungle and also... making sure that Shaco doesn't get away.
Yeah. Yep. Looks like Team Latvian Standard's all grouped up around here. And Misfortune is 1v2ing Latvian Standard currently, which is going to be great for her experience.
Okay, Graves goes in, does a little bit of damage. They could tank that turret and guarantee a kill. If Renekton comes from the back, they come from the front and it's pushed, and he goes with a stun, but I think they're just a little too afraid. They don't know where
anyone else is, yeah.
Right, because they don't have enough wards.
Master of the House has total map control right now.
Okay, so the Dragon was at 21, so at 27 we'll see if they go for another Dragon, but it may be over by that point.
It could be. They're getting really fed.
Yeah, they've kind of, like, bottom lane is still in the laning phase, but the rest of them, it's a lot more roaming and stuff. So, and buff control is the bigger thing than just farming.
Shoutcasted is getting huge too.
Yeah, he hasn't died yet. So,
and here we go. We're gonna go see a Baron at 23.
Okay, so if we're looking at the items here with the Baron that they're doing, they're gonna drop it pretty quickly. Shaco already has. Gensu's, and he has the
looks like they're gonna free throw on Soraka.
Yeah, Soraka went to put a ward, just bad positioning. I don't know if she CV'd there or not. She should have probably CV'd. Okay, so it looks like they're gonna try to come in and try to stop it. Mark Portal's almost down. He's probably gonna go down. They did. Yeah. Okay, so he dies. And it looks like they did hold it off.
Yep.
So that was a 1-for-1 trade, which I actually think, strangely enough, Latvian Standard came out on the better end of that because they got Shaco dead.
Yep, I agree with that. But they're over 10k ahead of them now, as far as gold is concerned.
But it's still, it'd be really hard for them to come back from this, but
yeah,
they're at least doing some of the things to stop. Just like if they had a Baron, it would just make them so much stronger right now.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the thing. They need to deny Barons. They need to deny Dragons. And they need to at least deny a Master of the House from stealing their own buffs.
And Master of the House is hanging out inside the jungle. Look at Cho'Gath, completely uncontested, coming down. Might be able to get off a gank on Renekton. Also get rid of his Oracle.
Is there a ward in that bush that he's standing in?
No.
So there's no ward, so they don't know he's there. He could totally tank that turn. It's at half health. Okay, he's starting to come down. No, they're not going to tank. They're still playing it pretty safe.
Yep.
But Renekton does have a stun, and Graves has, you know, he has a lot of maneuverability, so that's not too surprising.
Looks like they're going to go after blue again.
Yeah, looks like Master of the House really has the timing on both
absolutely.
jungle
They
buffs
are
down.
right with it, which is giving them a huge advantage.
And it looks like Ari was about to come up, but they have a ward in that bush, so they see that they're there. So they're going to wait until a Mumu comes in, and he's going to jump in, but they're going to get
it's
the
a
buff.
4v2.
Okay, yeah, so Shaco's gotten the buff, but he dropped pretty quickly. Okay, so he's still doing some
there goes
damage.
Ari.
Yeah, Ari goes down, Warm Turtle's still alive, and the Mumu goes down, so they got buff and 2 kills off of that.
That was it. That's going to give them Baron almost.
Yeah,
that could give them Baron.
That's a guaranteed Baron, because bottom lane is all the way down there.
Yeah.
And they're not afraid of one Renekton trying to stop them.
Yeah.
So they're going to three-man this Baron.
It looks like Cho'Gath is taking no damage.
Okay, yeah, so Cho'Gath should be the one taking the damage, though, unfortunately.
It looks like Shaco's taking up the brunt of the damage. He needs to get out of there.
Yeah, Tone was too.
Looks like they're all backing out.
Yeah, okay, they can't because it wasn't focusing on get handled, which it should have been.
And Renekton came in to clear him out. It looks like Misfortune is still 1v2ing this, and she's getting ahead in levels because of it. And it's 13 and 11 to her 14. Sona is 11.
In CS-wise, she's still creeping ahead of Graves.
Yeah.
Even though they're probably the most even.
Yeah.
They both haven't died. They both have
0, 0, and 1. Yep.
So this bottom lane is the most calm out of all of it.
Oh yeah.
But middle and top and jungle. Warm Turtle's been doing so good with his counter jungling. Okay, Renekton's
going to go for red.
And since he has that Oracle and he hasn't died, he's been clearing out their jungle from all the counter wards that Warm Turtle's been putting down. So they're finally gaining some more control over at least their portion of the map.
Yep, which is going to help them. They definitely need that. Let's see, how are the inner towers doing? Hardly any damage to mid. Good chunk off of top.
Dragon's up.
Dragon's up, yeah. They already know what's up. They're going right after him.
And now the only person that has a ward on it is Master of the House. Renekton is down there, so he could...
Oh, no, he's going to be. He doesn't know they're going to go for it.
So they haven't gotten a single dragon yet, and they're not timing it. They're not going for it.
No, they're over 10k in gold ahead of them, and it's stuff like this that is why they're completely shutting down the extra gold. Because when you get dragon, it goes to everyone. Every single person gets 190. Yep.
Yeah, 190, and 25 for the person that gets the kill.
Yep.
And they shut down blue buff for that side for at least 5 minutes. They did get their red, but Renekton hasn't been doing anything. He's just been clearing wards and sitting on bottom for the moment. So.
Yeah, and look at that, uncontested CS for...
Even his farm is 100 less, or almost 100 less than Riven.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, Riven is getting very, very fed.
Like he is 2 and 2, but
yeah, he's level 13 and Riven's already level 17. She's almost maxed out in levels, so she is way ahead. Let's see, what's Cho'Gath? Cho'Gath's level 17 too. The Ari's level 15. Alright, if they can get Baron, that might be game.
Yeah, because Ari's only 130 and Cho'Gath is 200.
Yeah.
So they're like, most of the time, at least half down on CS, or even double. They haven't gotten any dragons. They're not controlling their buffs. You know, this is definitely Master of the House's game. The only way I see Latvian Standard working here is if Graves continues to get farmed, and they have a few really strong team fights.
Yeah, absolutely.
To turn the game around.
Looks like they know Renekton's here.
And he's not killing that ward. I don't know why.
There he goes.
Okay, maybe he didn't notice it.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell. Looks like...
Okay, so they are warding Baron, so they're trying to shut them down from getting Baron. But since they're ignoring Dragon and they're ignoring their own buffs, I don't think that's enough. They need to do more. They are warding their own buffs now.
Yeah.
Which their blue's about to come up, I believe, since he's there.
Yeah, it looks like he's prepping. Oh, he's got an Oracle, so he's going to take out there. He's going to start counter-warding them, too.
Yep. Okay, so now they have no vision on Baron, and most of their team is bottom, but most of the Master of the House team is on bottom, too.
Yeah,
so
they're not going to push Baron right now.
They're not going to Baron at the moment. Looks like they're just setting up wards.
Yep.
But Renaxon should come up and clean that up right away. Yep.
Looks like Soraka and Graves are going back down, but Riven and Cho'Gath are going to come up towards... Wow. Misfortune's doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, Misfortune already has a Bloodthirster, and it looks like she's working... Well, she took a bit more damage. She does have her Berserkers, so she may be going for Infinity Edge.
Looks like they're setting up to take blue yet again, and it looks like Shaco's going to get it.
Okay. That's strange.
Tons of damage coming out of Shaco.
And there, no. Okay, he flashes, but Handled's going to ignore that. Shaco's still tanking the turret. Okay, Ari comes from the back. Okay, so he ults, and then he goes away. Tone gets the kill, and secures the second kill.
Yep.
And then Renaxon's coming in one at a time, and they secure a third kill.
This is absolutely what Master of the House wanted to do. Now they're going to get Baron absolutely free.
Now hopefully...
Cho'Gath will run in
right,
first.
hopefully Cho'Gath will go in first.
And it looks like that's exactly...
Okay, they may have Tone. Tone has a bit more health. So.
Yep.
Okay, so Riven's going to tank it. And they're going to pick up a free Baron. And their entire team is up.
5 and 14 in favor of Master of the House. This is a very one-sided game. They are absolutely dominating. And that Baron they're going to get turrets down for this. All three are down still. They could probably take one of these turrets before they can get into a position where they can actually counter them. But looks like they're going to play it safe. Yeah, they're not going to push too much. But they're going to still deny jungle for Mumu.
He's also denying respawns too, so he's not like just clearing the camps.
Yeah.
And he's stealing their red. Yeah, this Shaco is just giving them so much control.
Yeah.
I really think that was the clutch to kind of hit this snowball effect, and now he's going to get a... Oh no, he's not. Okay, he could have easily gotten a free kill off of that. Graves is going to come up. And then, oh wow.
Oh, we had a little bit of lag, yeah?
Yeah.
Whole team's down here now, except for Riven and Amumu.
Which, Riven not being down there isn't as big of a deal for Master of the House, but Amumu is their initiator.
Yeah.
So he needs to get down there.
It looks like Riven's going to block the way for Amumu, making sure he can initiate. This is great team play by Master of the House.
Okay, and they secure the kill on Graves. The Worm Turtle's taking the damage right now. He may drop from the turret. Okay, no, he doesn't, but they get the kill.
And Ari's going to go down. Shaco did go down. And then he let Amumu in.
Right.
Amumu's going right down.
Amumu came in one at a time, whole team. So there's the
They're
ace.
funneling him right in. That's beautiful. Beautiful
We
play
could
by
see a
Master
surrender
House.
soon. They may not. They may try to keep fighting this.
Because this is tournament play, they might just let them win it. But it looks like their bottom turret's going to go down.
Yeah,
they're going to get the...
they could win it right here if they go just straight for a push.
Soraka's up in 9 seconds, but...
Well, the other ones are up in 10 seconds, so they could get one turret, or even both turrets, and then leave the Nexus up.
Yep. And it looks like they're going to get one and leave.
Okay.
Great play.
Yeah, Dragon is up, so they're going to get Dragon, secure more buffs, and continue on.
Wow. This is top-notch play.
They now have their red, too, I believe.
Yep, Shaco did get the red.
Shaco got the red, and they stole their blue.
Stole it off Shaco, but then Cho'Gath stole it off them, I believe.
Yeah.
And Dragon's going down.
They finally CV the Dragon, but it's not going to help, because...
It looks like Latvian Standard's going to get their first tower.
Or is Shaco going to save it? No, he can't. He won't be able to save it. Oh no, okay.
He just did.
Minions just came out, so he just barely saves that tower.
But that's a huge thing too, is that Latvian Standard has not gotten a single tower. And that's denying themselves gold. Which it looks like Team Master of the House is ahead by 20,000 now.
Okay, so Reverend picks up red.
Yeah.
And Mumu has an Oracle now, so he is now counter-warding and trying to stop Shaco from getting away. And they are waiting on blue, and it looks like
they're going to go for a gank on
Shaco's...
Shaco.
No, he's... Okay. I didn't know if he was going to go in, but he's just positioning to take the tower. He could have gotten that tower. And, okay, so they pick up the kill. I think he should have just kept...
He should have just taken out the tower and accepted that he was going to die. Yeah, he should have
Right.
just stayed at the tower. But it distracted them long enough for Misfortune and Shogath to take middle. And this one is just one hit.
He could have actually... Ari could have gotten a charm off, so that's maybe why he stopped attacking.
That's true, yeah. That's a good point.
Okay, so they're waiting in the bush. Ari's up at top. Even a 4v5, I think they could easily take on this team.
Absolutely. They're ahead in levels, they're ahead in items.
Yeah, most of them are
so
18,
fed.
so.
He's 6-0-8. Like, he's so fed right now.
Okay, so they got super minions up on tower.
Oh, looks like they're going to grab Ari. Take their blue, too. Ari's going to go down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Ari's down. They took the blue.
Who got it? It looks like it was... Oh,
Or
they
did
didn't take it.
Okay,
Nope.
yeah, it didn't pop it. I thought she had just taken it.
Tower goes down. Looks like Riven's going to take blue. Yep.
Okay. And they're going to start pushing this. Amun was trying to clear bottom. Orm Turtle is just coming down, having respawned after his death.
You know? Wow.
They
might just rush it. Nice.
He went way too far.
Yeah, went down. That's going to give Team Master of the House the advantage. They could probably just tank the tower pretty soon, especially if they're going to hit on both sides with Shaco and Riven coming in.
Yeah, okay, it looks like Worm Turtle jumped the tower, get handled jumps.
Yeah.
Flash in, picks up the kill on Soraka. Graves is... No, he's not going to get away.
No,
Okay,
wow.
so
And here goes the turret and the next inhibitor.
and they can... And then Tone with Riven starts taking out that turret too.
And looks like they're going to go for the bottom turret, push away Ari.
So we got a GG well played from Renekton.
Yep. This is game. This is it.
Tone
Great
picks up
game by
another
Master of the House. 25-7. Almost 30,000 ahead in gold. Excellent game. Well played.
Yeah, like the level 1 from Latvian Standard was good.
Yep.
But they didn't have the map control. That Shaco just punished Mumu all day long.
Absolutely. Master House did exactly what we thought they were going to do. Shut them down early enough and keep that control up so that they can't catch up in levels and get into the late game because they would have been the better team in the late game.
So yeah, that was the third match for this bracket. So Master of the House will be moving on. We'd at least, thank you for Latvian Standard. That was...
Yeah, excellent match, guys. You guys seemed really straightforward, unlike the last team. Who,
yeah, they were legit. They didn't try to cheat or anything.
No,
so.
this was a legit match. Great match for both teams.
And I like that,
really well.
They could have surrendered because it was snowballed so much, but they stayed in to try to see if they could get anything to happen.
Absolutely.
And they, with the counter warding and stuff, they were stopping the wards in their jungle, so they could have, but they just weren't denying in the right positions.
Yeah. And I mean, it's also just, I don't know, it's good sportsmanship,
Yeah.
They're in a tournament match. This is an actual competition. They're going to play the game. They're not just going to surrender. And I think they made a good match overall. Very satisfying. Thank you all for watching. We will be back next week, probably around the same time, Saturday at 8. Although we are not streaming live, it will be placed up on YouTube as Team Master of the House enters I believe, the finals of the Carthage bracket.
I'm not sure how big the bracket is. I believe there's one more team before the finals.
It's either semifinals or finals of the Carthage bracket.
Yeah.
So that's a big game. See if they get out into the bigger brackets.
Yeah, because once they get out of their one bracket, then they get into the major bracket of the tournament. And we're not sure when they're actually going to start casting the games on the official side, so We may not be able to do the later ones, but we'll do as many as we can up to.
We're going to follow Master of the House as far as we can. Again, Latvian Standard, thank you for playing. We hope you enjoy the shoutcasting. You guys did great. Team Master of the House, excellent win. Congratulations. And yeah, we will see you next week. Have a good one.
Bye.